नमस्ते बिटिया हमेशा खुश रहिए माई सेल्फ जेवियन नेहा सैनी from Physiotherapy and Diagnostics. Here we discuss about the anatomy of the lymphatic system. Lymphatic comes from a Latin word lymphaticus, which means connected to water. As lymph is very clear, network of vessels and lymph nodes which are located in all major tissues of the body. Lymphatic system is absent in CNS, cornea, superficial layer of skin, bones and alveoli of the lung. It consists of lymph, lymphatic channels like the capillaries, vessels, and the ducts, lymph nodes, and the lymph organs. Lymph is a transudative fluid which is extracellular fluid with low protein content and low specific gravity. Transparent and slightly yellowish liquid. It is alkaline in nature. It is derived from the tissue fluid. When blood passes through the tissues, 9/10 of the fluid goes to the venous end and 1/10 of the fluid goes to the lymph capillaries. This is the how formation of lymph occurs when the blood passes with high pressure through the artery or arteriole, and during the exchange through the tissue the some nutrients waste exchange between the blood and the tissue cells occurs. This will result into extravasation of the tissue fluid. This extravasated tissue fluid is known as lymph, which is carried by the lymphatic vessel. This lymphatic vessel again returns this fluid to the circulation at the venous end. The composition of lymph is 96% of water and 4% of solids. The solids include the proteins, which are 2 to 6% of solids, depending upon the part of the body from which it is collected. It contains the albumin, globulin, clotting factors like fibrinogen, prothrombin, and all antibodies and enzymes. Lipids include 5 to 15%, and mainly the chylomicrons and the lipoproteins. Carbohydrates include the sugar, which is 132 milligram per 100 ml, mainly glucose. The non-protein nitrogenous substances include the urea, amino acid, and the creatinine. The electrolytes are sodium, calcium, potassium, chloride, and bicarbonate. The cellular content includes mainly the lymphocytes, which are 1000 to 2000 per cubic millimeter. The rate of flow of lymph is it is estimated as 120 milliliter per hour. About 100 milliliter flows through the thoracic duct in resting man per hour. Approximately 20 ml flow into circulation through other channels. 3 to 4 liters per day. Now the functions of the lymphatic system includes lymph carries protein and large particulate matter away from the tissue space. The end products of the digestion are absorbed mainly by the lymph channels. Bacteria, toxins, and foreign bodies, they are removed from the tissues. In immune response of the body and production of and maturation of lymphocytes. This is the lymphatic system. It is composed of lymphatic capillary. The lymph from the lymphatic capillary is transferred to the lymphatic vessel. Then through the lymph node, it passes to the lymphatic vessel and reaches to the lymphatic trunk. Through the lymphatic trunk, it is reaching to the collecting duct and ultimately drains into the subclavian vein. Now this is the overview of the lymphatic system. It is a one-way system flowing towards the heart. And the functions include the return of fluid and the proteins to the venous blood. It houses the phagocytic cells and the lymphocytes. It carries the absorbed fats from the intestine to the blood. The components are the lymphatic vessel, lymph, and the lymph nodes. So first we discuss the lymphatic capillaries. These are the smallest lymphatic vessels. They begin in the tissue spaces as blind-ended sacs. These capillaries form plexuses which collect lymph from the interstitial space, mark the beginning of lymphatic system. The lymphatic vessels are When lymph capillaries merge, they form the lymphatic vessels. They resemble the veins, but they have thin walls and more walls which are formed from the folds of tunica intima. Similarly to the other vessels, they have three coats, that is the tunica intima, media and adventitia. They are beaded in appearance because of the presence of semilunar walls. Then the lymphatic ducts. We have two lymphatic ducts, the right lymphatic duct and the thoracic duct. The thoracic duct is also known as left lymphatic duct. It is 38 to 45 centimeter long, begins with a dilatation called cisterna chyli at the anterior aspect of second lumbar vertebra. It is the main duct for return of lymph to the blood. It receives lymph from left side of head and neck, left side upper limb, chest and entire body inferior to the ribs. It joins the venous system at left subclavian vein. This is the right lymphatic duct which is emptying at the junction of right internal jugular and right subclavian vein, and the thoracic duct it empties into the junction of left internal jugular and the left subclavian vein, and the cisterna chyli which is the most inferior part of the thoracic duct. This is the right lymphatic duct which is 1.2 centimeters long. Three lymphatic trunks drain into right lymphatic duct, that is the right sided head and neck, lymph from right upper limb, right side of thorax, right lung, right side of heart, and part of liver. The right lymphatic duct joins the venous system at the junction of right subclavian vein and right internal jugular veins. These are the lymphoid organs. Lymphoid organs can be categorized into two types. First, the primary, second, the secondary. The primary lymphoid organs, here the lymphocytes are produced and undergo development and are supplied by secondary organs. The primary lymphoid organs are thymus and the bone marrow. Secondary lymphoid organs, here the lymphocytes are activated to participate in specific immune response. These include the lymph node, spleen and tonsils. The bone marrow contains two types of cells, multipotent stem cells. These are non-lymphoid stem cells which differentiate in bone marrow. These include erythrocytes, granulocyte, monocyte and platelets. Then lymphoid stem cells, they differentiate in bone marrow and then migrate to lymphoid tissue. These are T and the B lymphocytes. The T lymphocytes, they are 75 to 80%. They are based on coreceptor divided into T helper and T cytotoxic cells. The B lymphocytes, they forms the plasma cells and the mammary cells. Thymus, the primary organ of lymphatic system. It is unpaired organ. It consists of two pyramidal lobes. It is delicate and finely lobulated surface. It is located in media sternum, largest at puberty and weighs about 35 to 40 grams. It is pinkish grey in color, gradually atrophies in old age, yellowish in color. This is the spleen located directly below the diaphragm, above the left kidney and descending colon. Structure includes very rough, ovoid shape, hypertrophy in infections and atrophies in old age. It has two pulp, white and the red. Functions of spleen. It has defensive function as the blood passes through the sinusoids of spleen. Microorganisms from blood are destroyed. Hematopoiesis. Monocytes and lymphocytes, they complete development in the spleen. Worn out RBCs and the platelets are destroyed. They act as reservoir of blood about 200 to 350 ml. Main source of circulating antibody in the body. Then the lymphatic nodules. These are egg-shaped masses of lymphatic tissue not surrounded by capsule. They are scattered throughout the GIT, urinary and reproductive tracts and respiratory airways and are referred to as MALT, that is mucosa associated lymphatic tissue. Many lymphatic nodules, they are small and solitary. Pierce patches are found in the small intestine. Some occur in multiple aggregation in specific parts of body, the tonsil. These are the tonsils. They are located under the mucous membrane and the back of the throat. These are the lingual tonsils which are sit at the base of the tongue. They can be visualized by indirect mirror or flexible laryngoscopy. These are the lymph nodes. In young body, it contains about 400 to 450 lymph nodes. For example, in head and neck, they are 60 to 70. In arm, they are 40. In legs, 30. In thorax, we have 100 lymph nodes. And in abdomen pelvis, we have 230 lymph nodes. This is the structure of a lymph node. These are small oval or bean-shaped body. They range from 10 to 20 millimeter in diameter. These are positioned along the course of lymph vessel. They have a slight depression known as hilus, through which the blood vessel enter and leak through it. This is the microscopic structure of the lymph node. Each lymph node is enclosed by a fibrous capsule, and it consists of capsule, cortex, and medulla. The fibrous septa or trabeculae extend from covering capsule toward the center of the node. The cortical nodule packed lymphocytes surrounded by less dense area, that is the germinal center. The cortical nodules within the cortex separated from each other by trabeculae. The medulla is composed of sinuses and medullary cords. So here we can see the cortex, the medulla of the lymph node. The medulla contains the medullary cords, which are the branched extension of lymphoid tissue. B lymphocytes, plasma cells and macrophages are found over here. Then medullary sinuses, which are found in medulla. These are the cords which are separated by spaces, bridged by reticular cells and fibers. They contain lymph, lymphocytes and macrophages. Medullary sinus is continuous with cortical sinus. Join at hilum delivers lymph to efferent lymph vessel. Now the functions of lymph node. Defensive function. It has, as the lymph passes through lymph node, reticuloendothelial cells remove microorganisms and other injurious particles. Hematopoiesis. It is the site for final stage of maturation of lymphocytes and monocytes that have migrated from bone marrow. Now the applied anatomy. First is the lymphedema. It is the condition in which the swelling of tissue in the extremities occur due to obstruction of lymphatics and accumulation of lymph. Then lymphadenitis. It is a medical condition in which there is inflammation of the lymph node occurs. So this completes our topic, the lymphatic system. Thank you.